I'm Bree, and this is TJ. In 2017, we decided to break away from the norm and travel the U.S. in our custom 4x4 van and Airstream. We loaded up our two dogs, Madly and Brody, and cat Jack, and hit the road. We quickly realized life on the road is full of surprises, and our name-embracing Detours fit our new life perfectly. Please subscribe, and welcome to the adventure.
It's been over 2 months since we arrived here in Seattle to wait out the COVID-19 pandemic. With restrictions on outdoor activities lifting, Bree's brother Brandon and I decide to head out for the mountains for a little overnight backpacking adventure. Alright, so today we've come about 2 hours east of Seattle, a little outside of the town of Cle Elum. And Brandon, Bree's brother, is taking me on another death march. This time we're starting at the Peat Lake Trailhead and heading up to, what's the name of it, Brand? Summit? Chief?
Where are we headed? Where's the Summit Chief? There you go.
Alright, so we're leaving from the Pete's Lake Trailhead, headed up to Summit Chief. See how it goes. We're about maybe a mile and a half in. Just passed some fellow hikers that said they were unable to make it past Pete's Lake, which really isn't that far from here, I don't believe. So it should be an interesting trip. Just informed we're about 2.5 miles in, and we've gone up about 300 feet in elevation. We've also come down 300 feet in elevation, so basically we're about the same elevation as the parking lot. We're heading up to 7,500 feet. Quite a bit still to go. We're about to get our first glimpse of Pete's Lake. This is about the halfway mark, maybe a little less, but I think we're gonna take a break here, eat some lunch, and enjoy the scenery, because it's beautiful. As we were getting ready to hit the trail, there was a guy down in the parking lot setting up his fly fishing rigs. There's a stream there right close to the trailhead. He was going to fish, but I could totally see coming back here and fishing that stream where he was and hiking up here to fish this this lake. It'd be pretty awesome. Alright, I think we're about miles 7.5-ish. And we just got onto the PCT, or the Pacific Crest Trail. We're going to be on that for quite a while, and then we'll branch off onto another trail that'll take us up to the lake. Just stopped at one of the most amazing spots I've ever seen hiking for a snack, and now we're back on the PCT. We're getting into our first set of switchbacks, so finally hitting the elevation at 8 miles.
With 6.5 miles and approximately 4,500 feet of elevation gain to go, the seemingly endless amounts of deep snow on the trail makes for a slow and exhausting ascent to our proposed camping spot. After 13.5 miles and 10 hours of hiking, we finally arrive at our camp at about 8 p.m., make some quick meals, and retire to our tents for some much needed rest.
Battery died on the camera last night before I got a chance to get to the top here, but we made it. It wasn't easy by any means. Still a lot of snow on the ground up here, so we had to trudge through a lot of the snow and just kind of pain in the butt. But we got to our camp spot, and it is incredible. Slept up here on the ridge last night. Pretty chilly. I'd say it got down below 30 anyway, and it was windy. So yeah, I'm glad I came up, but I'm glad I'm going back down. Alright, here we go. Day 2. Headed down. We are back on the PCT, headed down, and it's going okay. I find that these snowbanks that we have to crawl over are messing with my mind a little bit. Physically, I feel pretty good. My hips are a little sore, my legs are a little tired, but overall I feel pretty good. But every time I see one of these snowbanks, it just gets in my head and is really slowing me down. I'll just have to push through. Hope there's not too many more left. Decided to take a side trip for night 2. We're going to go to a place called Spectacle Lake. It's going to add maybe 4 miles to our total trip, but it's supposed to be a spectacular place to hang out, so we're going to check it out. Been having a really hard time staying on trail. It's just completely covered in snow and basically invisible. We do have a GPS that's sort of guiding us, but we came to a point here where I don't know if we're going to keep going. It looks like the bridge is out. Alright, so we've got to make some decisions. We were planning on staying another night. We were going to go camp at Spectacle Lake. The problem is that the snow was so heavy, we were having problems finding the trail, and then when we did find the trail, the bridge was out to get to Spectacle Lake. So we thought, well, we'll just come up to Feet Lake, which is on the way to the truck, and we found a cool camping spot here. Problem with this one is there are black flies and mosquitoes, and I don't know, the idea of just hanging out in our tents isn't real exciting to us. So I think we got about 3.5 miles left. I think we're gonna 5 miles left. I think we're gonna try to hike it out tonight and spend the night in our own beds. So here we go.
With almost 30 miles and 20 hours of hiking behind us, we journey back to Seattle with tired bodies, clear minds, and for the moment, our thirst for adventure quenched. Until next time, thank you for following along, and a special thanks to our patrons for helping to make this video possible. We'll see you next week.